and commentate the vitals, Scrim mistakes. Hopefully, am I muted? Don't wanna drag and hop in here while I'm streaming this because that'd be kind of awkward. He could see this later, but he doesn't know I'm streaming. Um. Oh wait. Let me go talk to IGLA plans. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube. I want to show you what I'm talking about, like what you guys did and what we should have done. I just want to show you just so it makes more sense. I like it like just in a. No, it's not free. My streams aren't pre-recorded. I'm in a creative now. Just watch it right now and I'll explain. I'll mute and I'll explain. All right. What? What? Could I what? 1 minute? Okay, sure. Okay, I basically recreated the dragon. Type in the chat if you're here. Okay, you're here. Cool. Need a message. Alright, so I kind of recreated the situation just on a stupid build map or whatever. So imagine this is just the hill, like the ramps are the hill, they're based up there, right? You guys are down here. This is when you're like getting the old brick or whatever, and then just pretend this team's like further back. This is north. So this is west, east where you came from, south hill. So what I'm saying about like, oh, in any normal meta, this is an easy rotate. All you do is there's no one in front of you. So all you do is just like Oni meta, throw an Oni. You know bat meta, run with bat, zigzag, block your left. It's like it's easy, right? It's like infinitely easier to rotate. But the problem with this meta, no movement and infinite ammo. So so why do you run right here in this situation? When I was like calming that, I should have run north. But so if you tarp in like this, like the way you guys were doing, just imagine this hill is still here because it like extends. It's like the Lone Wolf Hill. They're like right above you guys, and you can't really do that much, right? There's just not much you can do in this situation. Like you're in a pretty terrible position. I'm just gonna get rid of all this shit real quick. Or whatever. Okay, I'll just leave it. Okay, so in this situation, what do you do instead, okay? I wanna like create distance. I don't wanna be in the middle of everything, so what am I doing here? So the reason why I would run north in this situation is like I'm getting away from the hill team, so you could like run, you could build, like this team's being annoying, you could just do that, like whatever. You just run north, and it's a slow-moving zone, so it's like 30 seconds till like it's closing or whatever. So you're running away from the hill team, and that team, like if you're under them, there's nothing you can really. It's like hard to really do a lot. And then I was thinking, like this is what I was thinking when I said that. I was like, okay, there's the vending station nearby, like over here, and we could like literally just like build like this on it, and then we only have to worry about like the teams over here, and then the benefit of being over here, the benefit is okay if they shoot me, if they're on the hill like over here, they're not right above me, so I could just do this with my my marksman, with my Star Wars guns. I'm not the best with them yet with the M15 whatever, and I could just spray them back. Like in that situation where you were, it was so hard to spray them back. It was so difficult, right? You're basically kind of like, I was saying, like, with the buried, that's more for endgame, but you're technically kind of buried right there. I mean, they had no reason to stop shooting you. They had a natural high ground. They got one of you weak. They have infinite ammo. So, I think that was, kind of the key there. So, like, the reason why you run north in that situation is because you want to create distance from the hill and kind of claim your own space, to be honest. You don't want to be right under a team, like when they have natural high ground like that. That was kind of the issue in that situation, and I think just the prior seasons just made it easy to be like, oh, this is the original box, by the way, this before I started tarping. It's like, oh, Oni, out roof, bam. Oh, sword, or, bat, boom, like this. But in actuality, like I said, sometimes you have to go from A, like, this is B over here. This is B, where you need to go. Sometimes you need to go A to C to B to get to where you want to go. In a no mobility meta, so you just don't get lobby focused, and you have space claimed. Like that's kind of what it's all about. And kind of like the game where it was like the first game, whatever, when you guys died. It's kind of the same type of concept. It's like, okay, in a normal season, like Oni, the rotate you did is fine. The bat, I forget, like, you guys were like running between builds, but it's usually fine. But in a no movement season, just the thing is, right, like, let's just say I'll recreate this rotate. I don't even need to, like, really build much, but you're running with the, like, no movement. It's way better.
Um, I would say a lot of it is just experience and kind of situational. Like, I don't know, because like I kind of just like I don't really. I kind of automatically know when to do it, but let's just say I know the reason why you do it in the first game. It's like you're here or whatever. I'll just say Stormline is right here. Like, so you're kind of rotating in between builds. Like I said, the other seasons, that is fine. That's completely okay. The problem is okay. You have that hill to the left, if you remember. So this team could shoot you on building walls here. You got teams in the back, technically, they could f with you. You got teams, to the right because you're not stormline, they could screw with you, and you got teams in front because you're not in zone. So it's like, it's like it's pretty easy to get lobbied, and it's just not safe, right? And then in this rotate to do it successfully for clouds not to die, probably you'd have to stagger a lot, and you'd probably be low ground. Because I think you were like, you didn't really stagger much, and you were able to get high layers, but clouds died in the process. So if you run west in this situation, I'm trying to remember the direction. Sorry. So this is the hill right here. So run west. That's dead side. And like I said, the kids that are all the way over here and zone pulls over here, they just have to go. They have no reason to shoot you. So this side's pretty safe. Behind should be pretty safe. All you're worried about is your right, like the Mississippi guy, and the hill. That's all you're worried about. And then you could almost just like I'm just gonna go in front a little bit and I'll show you. Sorry. Get me back. You have to do a lot of imagining, but I'm good at this. No, I heard you're good at it. Sorry. You imagine stuff very well. So all you do is this, and then you could run when they're gone or once you're out of vision, and then it's just easier like that. Like you're worrying about less angles, right? So and it comes down, I think, in that other rotate where you did it, like the third zone where you guys did it, because I don't think anyone had drifted to that. So you guys white lined, below the natural height team or whatever. Um, the issue with that is like, okay, you're not worried about your back really because you're kind of last team in, right? But okay, how are you going to rotate for the next zone in that situation? That's kind of the problem. Like that's kind of the issue with not having a lot of space. So it's like you kind of want to claim your own space. So it's a different reason why you do the kind of longer rotates. It's a different reason for the third game, but it's kind of the same principle because you don't really want to get lobbied. Let me. Okay, let me see. Also, with that rotate, basically doing dead side wrap. Okay, let me read this. Sorry, the question is confusing. Sorry. So basically, I like these questions. I'll end stream in a second. And I'll talk to you. So we'll talk about this in the VC. Okay, so basically, when in a stacked area, instead of what I would do. Yeah, that's basically what happened in the third game. Like you normally, because of the way you've been conditioned to play competitive, because it's like it's been a mobility heavy, like mid mobility to high mobility metas for a while. Condition Because of the way you're conditioned, Oni, bam, white line with the bat, bam. Like that's kind of that's the reason. Like you just got to work through it. And like I said, it's gonna be annoying when they change it, and it's like, oh, you could do that again. It's like, oh my god, fuck this game, right? So it's gonna be really annoying if they change it. I swear to God, if they do that, I'll be pissed. But um, and then I understand like your lobby focus thing there, but again, I would like think about it. One team, I don't know. I don't think being in the chaos there really helps you in that situation. Number one, the team on the hill, they have to go too. and then um, you're only worried about them. You're only worried about them, and then if you, it's a lot different, Dragon. If it's like, um, okay, I have to like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a different way to, a different example. Sorry, I can't think of it, but I think it's different for every situation. But in that situation where it's like the hills right here, and you run west, all you have to do is this. That's all you have to really do. So you don't really have to stagger, and then you can start doing this once when you feel like you have to. Then eventually the hill team's gonna go. I don't think you would have wasted a lot of mats there, in my opinion. I think this meta is all about minimizing the risk. Like I think with that, even though you might get lobbied a little bit, honestly I don't think they would have sprayed you. I don't think they would have sprayed you because if you build out a hard doing that, and then if like, and then think about it, if you kind of tarp like this, and then if Noah and Cloud staggered back, and like Noah's probably like not Noah, I mean Vyrix. I'm so used to Noah. If Vyrix is like watching back and Cloud is like back here, they could just tag these people with their marksmen. Like they like you have a lot of space to work with, a lot more angles, secure. You got this, you got that. You got a lot more secure, and they could just I don't think the lobby focus would be much of an issue, to be honest, compared to running through like kind of doing the okay, well zone pulls over here, so let's just run through this open space. We'll box up because that's what you guys did. I think Vyrix and Clouds got hit pretty weak. He got hit like a little bit. And it's like, okay, now we're gonna run again. You go up, whatever. I think you were up here. Clouds goes down, you get keyed, and then Vyrix gets keyed. And then the key is there too when you rotate into that congestion in a small area. These kids, like I think I was saying this game one, they need refreshes. This meta is hurting them too. They might have no mats. They might be low on surge. So you're kind of opening yourself up for a pre-play in that situation when you're going through all that bullshit and you didn't really have any advantage in that rotate, if that makes sense. There's like no... and again, like I said, it's like... It's not the wrong play in every meta. Oni meta, Bat meta, that's cool. That's cool. It's kind of like... I remember you telling me how, like, one meta you figured out dead side rotating was everything for the Duo Cash Cup. Yeah, metas are just different. And it's like, it's a slight adjustment. You don't have to do that every rotate, but just identifying when you have to do it. And I'm going to try to think of a better way to say when to do it. But I'm going to join call now, but I think that's basically it. Yeah, I'm in Fortnite Creative. Alright.